Hey everyone, welcome to the video. We're going to be breaking down the Las Vegas race for this weekend on DraftKings, but before we get into that, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. I'm going to be posting these videos all year long, and for those of you who like baseball, I'll be doing daily videos for that as well. So anyway, back into the Las Vegas race. So the track, it's at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's a 1.5 mile, and it's 267 laps. And some strategy and quick tips. It's pretty much the same as last week. We're going to want 1 to 2 dominators. Place differential is going to be important. 10 lap averages are really important, so be on the lookout for the video tomorrow after final practice. That'll be really important. I'll have my spreadsheet with my dominators and place differential guys and the cheap drivers. And so anyway, the pre-final practice plays, right now we have Kevin Harvick. He got on the pole. He's going to be 12,500, our most expensive driver. So since he won the pole, he's going to be our #1 dominator play most likely. He leads all active drivers here in laps led and fastest laps since 2014. His average finishing position is skewed heavily by wrecks, so it's like 17, so don't look too much into that. Anyway, he's going to be a fantastic play. So he's really expensive, but you can fit him in for sure. Our next guy is Martin Truex Jr. at 10,100. I think he's still a little too cheap. He's going to be starting 23rd. And he usually qualifies pretty well, so it's pretty surprising to see him starting all the way back here in the 20s. But nonetheless, this makes him a fantastic play this week, offering us an extremely safe floor with high upside starting so far back. He leads all active drivers here in driver rating with an average of 120.4 since 2014. And he's second in laps led, only to Harvick, and fastest laps as well, with an average running position of 5.6 and an average finishing position of 4.2. So he's just a fantastic play this week, and he's probably going to be one of the most heavily owned drivers, but that's okay with me. Next guy is going to be Brad Keslowski. Another guy just starting too far back, just like Truex. He's second in driver rating here with an average running position of 6 and an average finishing position of 4. And he's coming off a win last week, so I expect him to be heavily owned. But I do prefer Truex over him if you had to choose, just because of the price difference and the place differential as well. Alright, so that's for the expensive drivers. We're going to go into more mid-range here, and with that guy being Aric Almirola. So he was last week's pole sitter, and he's going to find himself starting in the mid-20s, so it's just going to give us a high place differential upside, and I like his price too at only 8,600. Then we also have Kurt Busch at 28. And again, he's just starting way too far back, and it's his home track if you also like a good narrative and some added motivation for him. And then we have Ryan Newman at 29. I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but he's just starting way too far back where he usually finishes. So I think he's a solid play. And I like his price at only 7,200 as well. And Chris Buescher, he made you guys all happy last week, starting 30th, finishing 9th. And he's very popular as well. So I expect that again, and he gets to start near the back, and his price didn't move up much, so he's another good play. And for the cheapos, let's go down to Ross Chastain starting 38th. So he's going to be starting dead last. And I know it's not pretty, but he should move up a few spots, and I think he's the safest of the cheap drivers because he can only go up, so I don't mind that. And also like Parker Kligerman at 32. He's starting a little up there, but I think he's a pretty underrated driver, so I think he can move up a few spots too. And then all I've got to say about Matt Tifft is he's not terrible, so he's got that going for him. So those are my 3 cheap drivers I like as well. So anyway, that's it for this video. I'll be posting another video after final practice with my spreadsheet like I said earlier. And again, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate that. And if you have any questions, you can comment below, and good luck this week.